that was replaced by the euro, but just to keep it different here, we'll use the kroon. Alright, so let's see how to do this. I'm going to flip over to the admin, and I'm on the dashboard. And the first thing I need to ask myself is, I am trying to configure currency options, right? So I know that configuration is done in the stores menu in the sidebar. We have the settings header and then configuration. So all configuration is done here. Okay, and now I'm looking for anything dealing with currency. And I see here that in the general menu we have a currency setup submenu. I'll click that. And here we can see some currency options. So I'm an American-based company, so my base currency is the US dollar. And likewise, my default display currency is the US dollar, and these display currencies are currencies that are converted from the base currency. And now, since I have customers coming from the EU, from France, from Great Britain, and from Estonia, I need to make sure that their respective currencies are actually allowed for use on my site. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that the dollar is here. If I scroll all the way down, there's the US dollar. Cool, and now I need to add the other three. So going back up, I'm using a multi-select here, so I'm going to use Control to make sure that my dollar setting is retained, but the new settings are added. So the first thing I'm going to look for is the British pound sterling, which is here. So hold Control on the PC or Command on the Mac, and click. And let's find the others real quick here. So there's the kroon and the euro. Okay, so I've got all of my currencies for all of my store views now included in the allowed list, and I'm going to hit Save Config. And there we go. So now let's see what happens on the storefront with those configuration settings saved. I'm just going to go ahead and refresh this product. And up here, we have our language switcher. And we also have now a currency switcher. And I'm expecting to see 3 other currencies in this list: the euro, which I have, the pound sterling, and the kroon, but I don't. And that's because Magento needs to make sure it has currency rates so that it can convert the other currencies from the dollar. So let's go look at how to set up the currency exchange rates. I'm going to flip back to the admin, and I'm assuming that currency is set up in the store's sidebar menu. So let's take a look. And here we do. We have a currency heading, and under that we have currency rates. So let's click currency rates. And see how this is laid out. We have our base currency here at the far left, and then across these columns here we have all of our display currencies that we want to use. So the US dollar is of course grayed out because it matches the base currency. The euro has been imported by default for us from Magento, so Magento's done that for us. But we see that the Great Britain pound, the pound sterling, and the Estonian kroon are blank. So Magento uses a web service called Web Service X to import these currency exchange rates. And I'm going to go ahead and click import to see which of these rates is imported from that web service. And you can see that the pound sterling was imported successfully, but the kroon was not. So, and that's understandable given that it's deprecated. So now I'm just going to go grab its conversion rate from Google. Copy it. And just paste it in. And then save the rates. So now I have rates for all my currencies, and if I wanted to now, I could go in here and maybe round these currency rates off if I wanted to, or leave them as they are, just import them. I can import this on a schedule, but this should be what we need. Let's flip back over to the storefront and refresh this product. And now we have the dollar, the pound sterling, the kroon, and the euro. Okay, so let's see some conversion in action. I'll start with the pound. And there we are. Next, we'll look at the euro. Okay. And then finally, the kroon. There's the Estonian kroon. So that's it for multiple currencies. We now have our multiple store views and their respective currencies set up. And now we can move forward.
In what situations would you manually enter currency rates? Select the appropriate answer or answers and click the Submit button for feedback. set your base currency, and import currency exchange rates. Congratulations! You have completed Unit 1 of the Managing Your Magento 2 Store course.